That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 11 o'clock, well actually 10 past 11 o'clock, 15 degrees, that's our high. Tuesday, August the 28th, and absolutely elated right now. This has been 2 years in the making, and it's happening right now. Jessikill is in the house. Good afternoon, Jessikill.
Hello, good afternoon.
It is an absolute pleasure to talk to you guys. Coming out of San Antonio, Texas, you were saying it's rather warm over there.
Yeah, it's a little over 100 degrees over here.
That is too hot. Absolutely too hot. Of course, talking to Jessica, and I take it Arturo beside you, and Gyro.
That's right.
I got it right. Now, somewhere along the lines, I think you've changed your drummer.
Actually, yeah.
Pretty recently, yeah.
Yeah, no, you've got Marcelo now instead of Ellen, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
You know, just to let you know, we have actually been following you for a couple of years, so we know your subtle little differences.
Oh, yeah, well, you know what? That's really incredible, and we truly appreciate it, and it's quite the honor.
Well, it's got to be quite honest, it's a huge honor for us. And I got to be honest with you, I got to thank Joe and Sonia for putting us on to you guys, because believe me, when we first started doing interviews, and that was about maybe 3 years ago, doing these kind of interviews, they were talking about you, and then we started to get more familiar with your name, and then we started to do a little research and follow you, including some of the videos that we've seen. Mainly were filmed, of course, on cell phone, if you know what I mean, and we couldn't use that. We needed the stereo YouTube videos to be able to do it, and unfortunately the board that we have are really, really strict with what we do. So we had to wait for that, and you guys have really, really worked hard in your own right to be able to put that out, that we feel now is the right time to be able to do this. So we played Don't Let Go. Tell me all about it. How did you come to the lyrics of that?
Well, actually, well, see, we all come together to write and everything, but for that particular song, it's actually about how Gyro and I met, and how we felt about it, and how we still feel about it. So that's what that song is about.
Fair enough. Now, I got to let you know, Arturo, I love the bass, but Gyro, you're an absolute genius on that guitar, aren't you?
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's really good.
Well, I
Try to do
absolutely...
the best I can.
Well, you know, I absolutely love a good guitarist. I got to be honest with you. I've been an engineer now for about 37 years, and I don't actually listen to music as a fan would listen to it. I listen to it as an engineer would listen to it, and break it down in its increments, and just love your style. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 16 years, since I was like 11. I'm 27 right now, so yeah, that's about like 16 years.
Nice. Okay. Quick sum up. Yeah, it's about right. Absolutely. And of course, Arturo, you've been playing the bass now for some time as well.
Yeah, about 8 years, 8 to 9 years.
And why did you go into heavy metal? And believe me, respect for you for doing so. I absolutely love everybody's part in this band. But why choose heavy metal when there's so much, of course, being out where you are, so much country and western?
I started off as a kid listening to rock and roll, and then it kind of just formed to where that introduced me to heavy metal. And I enjoyed playing. I played everything from country to rock to even hip hop. But once I started playing heavy metal, I just never went away from it.
You know, I absolutely respect you for that, and I've got to give a shout out to a good friend of mine out of a band called Vox, who's now moved on to doing country, so he's done the absolute reverse, if you know what I mean, and I can understand why he's done it, but I absolutely love people hold steadfast to a bit of metal and put those horns up. I really, really do, and you guys have absolutely been killing it lately. I got to ask you, Jesse, how did you come to Jessikill? Where did the name come from? Not to play a pun on your name.
Well, I never actually killed anyone.
But it's a secret thing you want to do, right?
Well, every time I hit the stage and when I come off, people usually say, "Wow, you killed it! Wow, you killed it!" So, my mom actually was saying, you should incorporate your name in what you're doing because, she just thought maybe it would stand out and it would seem more meaningful that way. And at first it was Jessikill of the Dead, like the whole risen from it's like renewal of your soul. We don't necessarily die, but we are renewed by being reborn in a way of the true belief within yourself. So Jessikill is like you're killing it. You just Jessikilled it. So it's more meaningful, more personal to put the name in place. That way, when people are hearing the music, they know it's directly from someone. They can get a feeling,
Absolutely, I get that. I get that. I really, really do. And I can see Gyro smiling away there, saying he killed it as well. He married you, yeah. And I got to congratulate him for that. You absolutely killed it right there, my friend. Now, at the same time, I want to talk to you about how our fans can get hold of you. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? And the big question is, when our fans do get hold of you, do you respond?
But I'm going to hand that over to our doodle.
What's up? So I take care of most of the social media stuff, and we're on every single social media that you can think of except Snapchat, because it's just not our thing. On Facebook, that's our main one that we use if you want to get a hold of us, because all of us are part of that page, so we all get in and respond to each person, and we don't leave anyone unread either. But you could also find us on Instagram under Jessikill Official, and Twitter under Jessikill, and on Facebook under Jessikill as well. And then we also have our website, which is jessikill.net.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I see it at the bottom of your CD here. Big plug for the CD. Come on. Folks, get in there. Go and buy yourself a copy of this. You can't go wrong, believe me. Absolutely love Jessikill. You will love this. You will. And love the cover too. Who did the cover?
Well, thank you, first of all. It's really someone was asking me about concept, and basically the concept of that album is our perspective of enlightenment and perspectives of good and evil, the dark side of life, the love side of life, and it's just about enlightenment. So we're holding orbs of light because it's basically that we all hold this light within you, and you have the power within your hands to basically do whatever it is that you wish to do. And then there's that wolf that broke away from the pack of wolves, and he's that knight, that warrior, and he's behind him there's like Valhalla castles. It looks like Atlantis. So it's a very powerful message behind it, but it's a little subliminal.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I really, really do. And I know it's going to be playing in my car, well, actually the wife's car, from now on, because we've been so looking forward to getting a copy of this. Having said that, I'm going to talk to you very, very briefly down the track about maybe doing a competition and getting you to send me maybe a few more t-shirts and a few copies that we could give away here at Galaxy, because I know our fans have been following you guys. By the ratings, they're absolutely loving your work right now. We'd love to be able to do something where we can keep Jessikill rolling here at Galaxy and let our fans in on the swag or the booty as well.
We'll definitely be sending you some more material. That's really, really awesome, and we truly appreciate what you're helping us with.
Well, I tell you what, put an extra one in for me this time, because the girls absolutely cleaned up with these t-shirts, and I'm very, very jealous, to be very honest. I love the one that Terry's wearing right now. The cover of this, absolutely love that. And when I do interviews, I don't normally use a staff shirt. But it was the next clean one on the line. but normally I promote other bands vicariously by wearing their t-shirts as well. So it's a little promotional thing that 7 million people can't be wrong, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, that's a really cool shirt too.
Well,
we'll be sending you and extra shirts as well. well.
Yeah, I kind of like this shirt. I really, really do. But at the same time, I really do enjoy promoting other bands, especially when I'm doing an interview like this vicariously. Everybody that sees what I'm wearing at the time, and today I'm dressed by Galaxy, gets that little subliminal message that you were talking about on your record, if you know what I mean. Now, I want to talk to you about the Beast, because I love this. Tell me all about it. Where did you get it recorded?
Well, we actually recorded with a friend who is in a few bands, Evil United, and he's done so much. His name is John Valenzuela. We call him JV Fool, and he's a genius when it comes to sound, and he literally just let's see, we talked to Jason West, who is a drummer in Athanasia and Evil United, and he's drummed with Sebastian Bach. This drummer introduced us to John Valenzuela, and we were just floored by his sound skills, his sound engineering skills, and we did it at his house actually, and he lives in a really nice house, and we were just blown away by their kindness. So yeah, his name's JB Ford.
Very, very cool. Good plug too, by the way. And folks, if you ever want to follow up on that and get recorded there, of course, Jessikill would be the person to talk to. Now, without further ado, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here they are, coming out of San Antonio, Texas, Jessikill, the Beast.
We have Curtis Pope watching.
Hey, Curtis!
Yeah.
We have the Pope.
Yeah.
We have the Pope watching us, coming out of 107.1 in Canada. He's also the Vice President of the British Columbian Country Music Awards. Very, very, very powerful man.
Notable.
Absolutely. Nice to have you along, Curtis. And I want to catch up with you very, very shortly, my friend. I really, really do. Got to thank you for Beamer too. Really good.
Move Penny, Ryan Neville.
Ryan Neville's in there too.
Yeah.
Well, hey, nice to have you, Ryan. It's been a while. I want to catch up with you as well.
Yeah.
Now, guys, are you comfortable there?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Nice. What's in the jar?
Oh, this one, I wish it was vodka also with water.
It's water.
Oh, Jesus.
It just got through the weekend, so today is water.
No day is water day, I'm sorry. I get my water with my alcohol.
Well, you can imagine that when your temperatures over there.
Yeah, we're sweating out. We're sweating out the toxins, the vitamins, so we need to recoup.
Yeah, fair enough. But I tell you what, we're in the east coast of the North Island, which is actually quite reasonably warm compared to if you go right down the bottom of the South Island right now. They've got snow, they've got all sorts of very cold, yucky stuff that we don't want to be a part of.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're from Texas, so, well, Gyro's from California, actually. But, man, cold weather, I gotta wear, like, extra clothes. I don't even think I have the proper wardrobe yet for that.
Well, I tell you what, we'll make sure that it's summertime here when we get you guys over here, because believe me, we have a lot of fun in New Zealand, and it's always better in the summer. I don't get the cold ski thing; it's not my deal.
Well, around what month is your summer?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that, my friend.
What month of yours is your summertime?
Well, we normally register at about December through to March, April maybe. Yes.
April?
Yeah, stretching into, late March anyway, let's put it that way. And for us, a 30 to 38 degree temperature is a damned hot day.
Oh, wow.
But that's Celsius. That's Celsius. Yeah, not Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense.
And I talk to a lot of guys who come from Canada, for instance, especially through the winter time there. I was talking to one girl, she actually showed me her back porch where she was almost a story and a half up in snow.
Whoa, that's a lot. I think I was actually in Chicago here in the U.S. During one of the coldest winters in 500 years, and I was like, "What is wrong with the people?
Yeah,
I'm from Texas. Why are you bringing it here?"
yeah, exactly. And believe me, I've been to
from San
Chicago.
Antonio, Texas.
I know what Chicago's like. I've been there, believe me. I used to tour around the world with a band that was quite popular at one stage, but the lead singer committed suicide.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, well,
What band was?
it was an accidental suicide. It wasn't actually meant to happen, but he just went too far. The band was called In Excess.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And
I think they had a television show on that actual band.
right. Yeah, that sort of killed our tour, to be honest.
Wow. Well, you know what? I truly, man, I hope that band is still going at least. And as the vocalist, I mean, maybe he's traveled on.
One of my friends actually stepped up and took his place because the band that I was involved with, it was the cover band or the opening band for In Excess, if you know what I mean. And we toured for about almost 2 years, and so we knew their work backwards because we were performing it almost every other night. So believe me, we knew their work. And John stepped up and filled that gap for a while, but I think now they're looking for yet another singer.
That's awesome. And I love how bands are able to just keep the legacy alive. And I think that something like that happened with Iron Maiden. Nico McBrain, the drummer, he replaced the original drummer from Iron Maiden, and he was just kind of hanging out with them.
Let's go back to the desk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my point too. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 28 after 11 o'clock, 16 degrees gone, over our high by 1. Really happy about that, actually. Tuesday, August the 28th, and I'm joined by the band coming out of San Antonio, Texas, Jessikill. Absolute pleasure to have you, and I've got to wish you a very good evening over there. It must be about, what, dinner time?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's kind of, as a rock band, our dinner, or breakfast, or lunch, it's all mixed in one.
Believe me, I fully understand their comment, I do. Usually mine came out of glass, to be honest with you. It didn't matter what time of the day, it was always that time of the day. Now, at the same time, I kind of, sort of going by the stats and by how everybody has received you in the office here, and everybody that's asking for requests, that it might be a feasible idea to approach well, what say we get you down here in New Zealand? How would you feel about coming down and playing in front of New Zealand audiences?
We would absolutely love that, and actually this has been a dream for quite a while, and it's just amazing how things happen in the right timing when, you know, we consider opportunities either being grasped or missed, but I do believe in destiny, and I think this is part of ours.
Well, I got to agree with you. I would love to have you here in New Zealand, playing to New Zealand audiences, and believe me, I got a band that would absolutely complement the show by the name of Devilskin, and I'm going to send you a couple of videos later on. We'll get Barbara to anyway, so that you know what I'm talking about, and believe me, I'm not going to put you wrong here. This is a huge band in New Zealand and would absolutely kill this show, to use vernacular would absolutely boost the whole show, and maybe about 4 shows here in New Zealand, and maybe, if you're very, very lucky. Now, I usually give Australians a bit of a ribbing, I really, really do. It's a sort of a Canadian-American ice hockey thing for you guys. It's a rugby thing for us here in New Zealand, even though they didn't win again at the Bledisloe Cup, you losers. But we may even take you and share you with Australia. How would you feel about that?
That sounds incredible. It sounds like we're going to have to throw another shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, well, that is very feasible. Just don't start drinking beer with X's in it.
Man, that sounds just it's just like, it's so amazing, and we're really the kind of band to follow through with people who believe in us, and we'll be there.
Nice, because believe me, we absolutely believe in you and love your music. We absolutely can see a market for it here in New Zealand. And as I said to you, Devil Skin would absolutely complement your show. But we do a few strange, weird kind of things here in New Zealand. Are you up for a challenge?
Absolutely. I mean, any challenge that usually comes at us, we respond with challenge accepted.
Nice. I love this already, I really, really do. Now, I was talking to you earlier on about the word hoo-hoo, and I said to you it's not the word that you actually think it is, because here in New Zealand we have a grub called a hoo-hoo grub. Have you ever heard of one?
No.
Okay. You know what a caterpillar is, right?
Yes.
This is like a caterpillar on steroids. It is huge. It's a double-decker bus caterpillar. It's really, really big. It's white with a black head. And what you do is you put the whole live body in your mouth. Rip off the head. Don't eat that. It is yucky. But when you crunch down on it, it's kind of like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh my god. Oh.
I tried.
Yeah.
I dip it in peanut butter.
Oh, you wouldn't need to. You really wouldn't. But I tell you what, dip it in vodka first.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll do it.
Nice.
Wait.
I like that because, believe me, I've had a few over the years, I've got to be honest with you, and we do take part in everything that we get our bands to do. We love to be hands-on with everything. Well, I do anyway. Maybe the girls are not so hoo-hoo-ish, but you know, I love to be able to get in there. At the same time, you got to wonder about the person that's handing you a bowl of these live wriggly things, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, why?
You just got to look at people and go, what the hell? But at the same time, I don't know, Barbara, we could take them down the bottom of the South Island and, yeah, we could throw them off a bridge. What do you reckon?
Why not?
Yeah, we'll throw you off a bridge.
Oh, we know how to swim.
That's fine. It's just the trip down that's going to worry you because we have a thing here called bungee jumping.
Oh, see, I've always wanted to do that, but then I've attained a fear of heights, but I think I can still do it because, I mean, this is the life we gotta live, you know?
Absolutely, and I love that attitude, I really, really do. And best of all, you're not Australian, we'll attach the bungee.
You're gonna attach the bungee.
Yeah, we'll make sure that you bounce.
Okay.
We will. But having said that, we could also take you to Auckland, our biggest city here in New Zealand, and maybe do a dinner on the Huaraki Gulf. It is absolutely exquisite in the evening.
That sounds phenomenal. I mean, we would enjoy it. We appreciate the little things in life, but the big things too.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring on the big things. I love the big things, I do. If it's not big, then it's not worth it. Go hard or go home. What do you reckon?
Yeah, here in Texas, we say go big or go home, but I think we like hard better.
Yeah, absolutely. Go hard and go home or go home. Now, at the same time, we haven't had, because this actually only arrived moments before we spoke to each other. Literally, the post got here about an hour before we actually made contact this morning. So we haven't had a chance, literally, to lift a lot of music off this. But we do have and are coming up to Dreaming, which is the premiere of why we're doing this in the first place. And I got to let you know that when I first heard Dreaming, for me, through the roof, absolutely loved it. Loved it. Tell me all about it.
Well, you know, first of all, thank you very much. Well, the lyrics basically are, you know how when there's certain people that you just love so much and you can't really convey your message to them, you can't communicate because you got so much going on in your mind and they as well. The only time you can truly appreciate the person is when they're asleep. Because you're like, oh, they're so wonderful, and then you find yourself dozing off, and you start dreaming about all the good times. When you wake up, here comes the frustration and lack of communication. So that's just a perspective of hardships of love.
Very, very cool. Well, without further ado, right here at Galaxy 107 FM, here's Jessikill, Dreaming.
Apparently, Joe's saying that she loves peanut butter. Want to comment here?
Sonia.
Yes.
Sonia, yeah. Cool, I'm glad she's hooked on.
Yeah.
Apparently Sonia loves peanut butter, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jar up a whole jar of poo-hoo grubs and send them to her.
And Sonia also said, love you, Jessica.
Yeah, Sonia's passing on that she loves you.
And then I got her right here. Sonia.
Nice.
Oh man, she's me and Sonia, we bonded right away. You know, like when we started hanging out, it's almost as if we were like long lost sisters or something.
I get it. I
She's
do.
awesome.
Honey, I feel
Believe
the
me,
same way.
I understand because my wife feels the same way about her.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
She's
absolutely.
helped me times, and we kind of balance each other out. You know, gotta listen to each other.
7,110,000 we're climbing.
Wow. Wow, that's incredible.
It's a good day. Normally per hour, you see, we next hour we could be right down to about 4 million again, if you know what I mean. It averages out, it climbs, it goes 1 hour, could be 5, next hour could be 4. Hasn't gone below 4 for about 4 years now.
Oh, that's great news. That's amazing.
And that's,
Congratulations.
that's every hour, 24 hours a day. Now, don't ask me how the hell that happened, because I have no idea. It just happened.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
11 million.
New Year's Eve, the whole world wanted to join us. We had 11 million that night.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm kind
We're very happy to be part of this. Thank you.
Well, you know, we've been big fans, as I said, for a couple of years now. It is an absolute pleasure to talk to all of you guys. Just got to ask, where's Marcella?
He actually lives in a city like 3 hours away from here, but he's so dedicated and he's awesome.
Nice.
So right now he's in Corpus Christi, Texas, which is about 3 hours away.
I know where Corpus Christi is. Nice city.
Oh yeah, we're big fans of the ocean, so
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
like to go over there. Play shows there, but
Well, I tell you what, when you come here to New Zealand, you can go and stay at Barbara's place. She's 11 minutes away from the ocean on a farm.
well, we're looking forward to that, making that happen. That'd be
Nice. Nice, I've just got a ban for your place.
But they can't eat my new lambs I've got.
Yeah, not allowed to eat. I'm not allowed to ride the lambs, apparently.
We're pretty neat guests, so we won't make a fuss.
Don't worry, make as much fuss as you like. I don't care. It's her place.
Oh well, you're most
I tell you
welcome.
what, Jesse. Between you, me, and the boys, I reckon we should take Barbara down to the tattoo shop and get it tattooed. What do you reckon? Yeah. Yeah, I love your tattoos. And Gyro, what about yours?
My right arm, I got Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, which is my favorite album.
Nice. Awesome.
We got Matching Anchors over here, and you can see on the camera.
Silly.
That's a bit cute. That's a bit cute. And what about you, Arturo?
Yeah, I said just a few. This is the only one I'll probably show off because the rest gotta get covered up.
The same guy who did our album cover did this. Jason Jensen. Is that right?
It's a lion with a shield.
Oh, okay. And what was the meaning behind that? Why did you do that?
Well, once I changed my name to Arturo Knight, I decided to make it official on my arm. And also, every time I feel like giving up, I just see the lion, and it makes you just want to go.
Fair enough. Let's go back to the desk.
I've got to go.
Okay, thank you.
Gotta go now. See you later. Love yous. Bye.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 19 away from 12 o'clock, 16 degrees, over our high by 1. Very, very cool. Tuesday, August 28th, talking to Jessikill coming out of San Antonio, Texas. Absolutely the home of the Alamo. And it must be really, really fascinating living in a historic town like you do.
It's haunted. No, I'm just kidding. But it's really exciting. We got the Riverwalk Fiesta and a lot of celebrations.
Exactly.
I remember the Alamo.
You know, when I actually came to San Antonio, I was fascinated with the waterways you got there.
Yeah, you know, it still blows my mind because everything's connected from each side of town. The main river is the San Antonio River there. The Riverwalk throughout all these beautiful parks and the scary parks too. And yeah, mind-blowing how the water's all connected there. It's beautiful.
Nice. And I got to be honest with you, when I was actually told that I was going to be visiting San Antonio, I was kind of expecting a desert city, no water, if you know what I mean. Pleasantly surprised. You know, that is so picturesque there. And you guys must have an absolute ball out at night time.
Yeah, we have our favorite bars around town. We've got like Fitzgerald's and Bond's 007 Rock Bar. Like, they're just really, really fun. And it's kind of like homey, you know, like where you feel like you're right at home listening to all the metal jams you want, good jukebox, pool tables, and there's usually a party going on every weekend, shows. We have fun at night, especially the lights downtown. You know something?
After you come and visit New Zealand and we take you to Australia, I'm coming back there because I want to have a Corona or a Cerveza with you guys and get down and play a bit of metal.
That would be awesome. We'd love to have you here. We'd take good care of you.
I'll hold you to that. I really, really will. But in the meantime, guys, that wraps it up for us here for this interview. But please, I'm going to ask you, when you've got new work coming out, how would you like to let us know? Let's do this again and premiere your work to the world. I would be absolutely honoured if you would say yes. And we would love to be able to do that with you.
Yes, absolutely. Anything you say.
Careful with that one. Yeah, careful with that one. Believe me, it'll go to my head. Now, at the same time, I really got to thank you, humbly, by the way, for talking to us here at Galaxy, especially down here in New Zealand, and spreading the good word around the world about Jessikill. Now, just don't go too far away because I've got one more thing to do with you before we toodle off into the realms of history. But believe me, you'll love this. You really, really will. But in the meantime, thank you so much from us here at Galaxy for being a part. And now I've got to welcome you into the family. You belong to us now. You're part of Galaxy. Thank you, brothers and sister. And of course, please pass on the love to Marcella as well, even though we know he's not with you and in another city. We will pass you also the video of this so that you can show everybody and say, you'll never want to do this guy, ever. Don't.
Oh, it's been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
It's been a ball. It's been an absolute blast. Loved every minute of it. But I've got to switch over to the other studio now. Here's the Cause and Breathless.
Go on, go on.
Right, you can come back now.
We've turned off.